Hmm. Well, it's Monday. I'm gonna call it the 10th of March, 2014. Got the inside out, took it out and got some gas in it. So, this winter has been the worst in quite a while. Her car is still stuck in the ice. I got the tires to spin. I did have a couple of chats with Mama Hen. I know she's the only one that always comes to visit. For what it's worth, that is a decent title, There had to be one, right? Now, there's many of you now, but there had to be one somewhere in time. Boys can't be without girls, and girls can't be without boys. Had to be a creator. For what you end up being, it's basically who you really need to be if you live long enough. And even if you don't, that's destiny. That is what Daddy's trying to figure out. What spirits can come and what spirits can't, and it's infinite, so keeps them occupied. Well, you figure if it's an infinite being, it would need something infinite to occupy its time. A lot of us humans have figured out, ever since probably Adam and Eve, and bite the apple, you know about death. Now, most animals don't. They just know that anything's trying to kill them. They don't know they're trying to kill them. They know they're trying to beat them. And I ain't gonna get beat, When you're beat, you're dead, but they don't know that. They just don't want to get beat. A lot of shit passes through my head. Like I said, I can only do this once a day at the moment. Mama Hen said she also knew about Charles and his need to conclude a old chapter. It was quite young when it happened. Now it's kind of old, but for him, I think it would be a wow. Now what do I do? Maybe if that is proven as he probably thinks it happened, and it probably did. Law can only do what law can do. Eternity knows everything, so but yeah, I was thinking about, we only here for a short time. Even if we lived to be 150, it's still a very short amount of time in eternity, and what we're here for is to accomplish something. Even if it's just being accepted by one or the other. See, Satan can't have you till Daddy says he can. How many people gonna hear that one either? And Mama Hen. Got a couple others. Only Mama Hen actually talks to me, though. crazy person. Yeah. Well, I am totally, you know. Daddy speaks through me. That's called crazy. But you know, Daddy speaks through everybody, only how he can through that particular mouthpiece. You know, that's your channel, my channel. Daddy through us. That's a broadcast. Totally. Yeah, I got lots of time. Yeah, I never know what the hell's gonna flow through in 19 minutes and 7 seconds, except the last 7 seconds. I do know what I'm gonna do there. Yeah. There's one thing about these little filtered cigars. They go out. They're definitely not going to start a fire unless there's a wind going on. They go out really quick. I mean, I can be thinking for I don't know how much time it is. The next thing I know, I go to take a puff, it's out. It takes 5 lights sometimes to finish the whole damn little cigar. Well, that could have been 5 smokes too, because they'd burn themselves up. I think the little cigars are probably better overall for all things. You know, they ain't gonna start fires, they ain't gonna burn themselves up. Annoying as it is, you have to light them almost every time you want to take a couple of drags. Well, you paid for them, so why let them waste? And it won't start a fire unless there's some sort of wind. For whatever reason, Daddy enabled me to find these when cigarettes were no longer doable. Still should quit, you know, that's a fact. I've done it twice. I didn't quit after, you know, jeez. I would have, I was a non-smoker when I met her, man. Jeez, right? You know, if she wasn't smoking back then, we'd have hit it off and no smoke. I still smoke pot, but no cigarettes or little cigars or nothing. Shit happens, you know. She said, "Jesus made up her mind, I'm going to quit." And did. Okay. She's got some other issues she's supposed to deal with. I'm not going to get into personal because, you know, it's really not appropriate, but nonetheless. Oh. Yeah, well, they joke. Well, I don't think they were joking. They didn't know. It's going up to 60 tomorrow, 58 to 60. And Wednesday it's going to start as rain, and it's potential, you know, unless you see it changes every day because all they know is something big's coming. And where it ends up, well, you know, that could be a big difference, 10, 20 miles. Last storm started out with 12 to 18 inches. This is what we're going to get, and we ended up getting absolutely nothing in my territory. This one they're saying there's a potential we could get 8 inches. You know, Tuesday is 60, Thursday we get 8 inches. March does that. Yeah, it does. Sitting in the Dove, the inside, this thing can't do nothing in the snow. I got my snow beast over there, so at least I know I'm gonna get it done. That's my wolf, actually. Subaru would be my wolf if you're categorizing cars as what they do. Inside it'd be a dove. Teeny tiny. Yeah, I'm not supposed to talk about that either, so. Yeah, I really doubt that Dan would actually watch this shit, but comment. Well, it's. I do this for sharing too, you know. Certain things you just don't talk about. I just cleaned up like at least 50 cans, and I'm dumping them back out there. Still cold and muddy. Well, last time I looked, it didn't look that terrible. I think it was deep in the red phase. I was thinking about Mama Hen, not when I spit, but directly after. And then Johnny showed up. She don't say much to me anymore. That's okay. You know, I consider him a young. He says, and I'm willing to believe him. You know, I'm part of the universe. You know, I was here when it was. Yeah, I believe we were actually. His particular body he's living in right now, bipolar or something like that. Yeah, I'm sure he still feels. Yeah, I know, Mama, you don't have to bring this one up, but it's just flowing through. He might have felt bad that it certainly looked like, you know, there's $35 million up for grabs. You know, he did say, yeah, I saw it. Yeah. And then we find out it's a scam. And, you know, it certainly looked like he was playing. If it actually happened that way, you know, I probably, if he got 35 million and I got nothing, that would have been like, are you serious? Well, we both got scammed. I still intend to help Johnny somehow. I don't think I can get him out of Finland. Where, in Finland, I know he's in Scandinavia. I'm pretty fucked up at the moment. I just don't know if it's Finland or not. I don't think so. Yeah, probably doesn't really matter. He's a good, definitely a good guy. Yeah. I actually saw another show. The people of his character Everybody's an individual, but we do fit into molds somehow. I think it was ice fishermen. They had to shoot pieces off of icebergs to sell the purest bottled water that nature can provide. And the young one sounded a lot like Johnny. But you know, we all have something that we have known and been taught, and our ancestors have done. In the world that I was just talking about, I am totally for it. There's a lot of new things becoming. And already become. I think it really comes down to how well do the old and the new figure out how to coexist well. There's a lot of things that old and new that don't want to. They want to figure out ways to be parasites. You know, I'm not into that. To me, that's a ways to hell. It might take you a while to get there, but kind of where you're going to. Spend a couple of whatever it takes in jail. And if you keep ending up there, well, you know, Daddy does what Daddy does. I don't really pretend to be able to say what he does, but I can say good is good and evil is evil. How much time I got? Oh, really? Well, I'm not making another one. I got another beer yet. It's 11 o'clock. Glad I have to get up early tomorrow. That's a fabulous thing. I get up early twice a week. Nice to have a regular schedule. Mine is typically go to bed by midnight, get up at noon. And there's plenty of time for dreaming in there. This might end before I get back, so White Hawk really does love all that is good. Trust me, I do.